Now, every day this week, we're taking the time to thank Mel for the amazing job that she's done here on Sunrise.
She's speechless, literally. It's a first.
An important part of her role has been reporting the news as it unfolds.
Honestly, I feel so privileged to have brought you the latest information, from natural disaster zones to the red carpet. I've met some incredible people along the way.
Sam Gents is desperately searching for his wife Tina and their 3 children.
I've been trying to get up the mountain, but they won't let me up there. I just want to see if someone can take me up there to see if I can find them.
Kochi, I can't tell you, that's just the same story that we've been hearing all morning. Tortinity.
Probably the most incredible memories for me were Mel at the Victorian bushfires, because that was a terrible tragedy and just a horrible human tragedy, and no one conveyed that as well as Mel did.
And I know, being in news, that we see it all day, every day, and you can look at it objectively and you know that's a fire here or an earthquake there, but to stand in the middle of it and know that it's lives and families that have been ripped apart around you, and it really, really personalises it. And I hope there never comes a day that I can stand in a situation like that and not be affected.
Brant Webb and Todd Russell are on the surface. Oh. You can't help but get attached to this.
16 years as a journo, I've never become so emotionally involved in a story.
Personally, that was the moment that I realised I was allowed to be human and I was allowed to feel things, and the joy that we all felt when those 2 men came out alive, it was incredible. That's had a really profound impact on me.
To be so close to the guys who were trapped underground, for a story to start out with the tragedy of the loss of a life, to go through the tension of will they or won't they survive, and then the euphoria of the outcome was pretty incredible. Even now, it's sort of quite emotional. Your spine tingles just thinking about that.
She has that incredible gift for communicating with people, and taking us in there. She drops the usual mask of a reporter and becomes a real person, and you know, it's the real person in Mel that people, I think, really attach to and always have. And I reckon that's the beauty and the essence of Mel and what she does.
Oh, tell you, Kochi, this is all we're seeing this morning. Okay, people arriving to see what's happened, to see what is left of their houses. You guys feeling strong? Are you feeling, you know,
yes.
How you, man? Have you had any sleep?
Not a lot, but that's all right.
You know, Mel and I grew up as journalists. We've been journalists for more than 20 years, and that's what you sort of work for, those big news moments. I think Sunrise does it really, really well, and it's been a privilege to sit alongside her and cover all those big events with her.
It's 3 o'clock in the morning, Queensland time. I'll be honest, we didn't sleep a wink. We tried really hard. It was just, you could hear the roar, the scream of the wind all night.
Hello, Mel. This event had repercussions right around the world, and it was a fitting tribute to those who lost their lives.
And look, it certainly was. It was a very solemn ceremony, a very sad ceremony, but I'm hoping for a lot of people also a very healing ceremony.
It was the most horrific broadcast day, I think, that any of us will remember.
They used to dominate the skyline, pretty much twice as high as these buildings behind me. Their absence is a constant reminder of what happened on that Tuesday morning 5 years ago.
The 10th anniversary of those terrible, terrible tragedies that we saw, 9/11 back in 2001.
I love the light and shade. You know, I've covered so many stories that have been sad and devastating and horrific, but then I get to cover stories that are happy and they've got joy for different reasons.
You are waking to the wonderful news that we've seen a puff of white smoke, which means the Catholic Church, 115 cardinals, have elected a new leader.
There are massive scenes of celebration after Barack Obama was publicly sworn in for his second term as US President.
There goes the Queen's barge. The crowd is loving it. 1 million people are packed here along the River Thames to watch this flotilla go by. Nothing ever seen like this before. Well, Prince William and his new bride Catherine are partying here at Buckingham Palace right now. The Queen has gone to the country, so she's left the keys to the palace with the newlyweds. Kochie and Sam, woohoo! It's happened. It was worth the wait. Tell me it's not exciting.
I like to think that we can show our viewers some of these extraordinary moments of different countries and what's so important to them. These moments in time that you remember what you were doing or where you were when you heard the news, to be able to take a camera there and to be able to bring it to our viewers live.
Kochie and Sam at Brekkie Central, good morning to you guys. It'll be a thrilling morning.
Wow.
Look how glamorous you look.
You are a knockout.
Yeah, blimey. Yeah, I hope you've got...
Just a little something I threw on especially for you this morning. I've just yelled out, Siraj, and he's gone, hi Mel, and everyone looks at me. I'm like, yeah, okay, who am I kidding? But that was pretty cool. I felt pretty special.
I just want to show people what's happening. I want to take them there, just take them into that moment and explain to people the feeling and, you know, the emotions and the atmosphere and what the sense of what it all means is a privilege. And that's what I love most about my job.
And you have taken us to so many places and done it better than anybody else. A lot of people, you name me the number of news and current affairs anchors that get in the field, without all the glitz and the glamour of studios and hair and makeup and everything.
I was going to say, sorry about the shots with no makeup there.
It's wonderful.
And thank you. I mean this most sincerely. Our viewers have been with us every step of the way, and some of those stories we've got to cover. I feel like I've used the word a lot, but it is a privilege to be there in those moments, and I hope that you've been there with us and felt what it all meant at the time, whether it was good, bad, happy, sad, whatever it was.
And do it in the Sunrise way. They're amazing.
Yeah,
what's happened?
Took our breath away.
Happened?
Really did that.
Like, they're mesmerising because it just reminds you of what's happened over the years. You forget.